Hello, we're now on exercise 13 of your numeracy preparation booklet, and these will be some questions looking at getting data from pie charts. Okay, so thinking back to when we did this in class recently, the most important thing to remember, and the mistake that was made most commonly, is when we think about our pie chart, we have to remember that there are 360 degrees going around the centre of our pie chart. Okay, so if we have something that's 50 degrees, we're not trying to find 50%, we're trying to find 50 degrees as a fraction of that 360. And if you remember that, these questions will be really straightforward to do. Okay, so we've got a wee scenario here that says a survey from a sports centre says that there were 420 visitors from a variety of local places, and the pie chart shows the proportion of visitors that came from each town. So what we're going to have to find in a few minutes is we're going to have to look at finding these fractions of the 420 visitors. Okay, so I'll look at a few of these and then I can let you go away and try some more. So our first question here says, how many visitors are coming from Houston? And I've just included there that the total is 420. So if I look at the part of the pie chart that encompasses Houston, it's got 60 degrees. Okay, so how we want to lay this out and how we want to do it in our calculator is we want to use a fraction. We want to use 60 degrees out of 360 degrees, and we want to times that by the 420. Depending on the calculator you're using, you could use a fraction button, or you could just do 60 divided by 360 times 420, and that's how I'm entering it in my calculator. And that's also another way of writing down your work. You don't have to write it as a fraction like that. We pop that in your calculator, we find that that is 70. And again, we're talking about a quantity. $70 people. Okay, so our next question, how many visitors were from Linwood? Well, Linwood has that little square, which we all should remember is our right angle sign. So our right angle is 90 degrees, or 90 over 360 times by 420. Again, the assessment you're going to be sitting soon allows you to use a calculator, so you can do that. If, however, you would without a calculator, you might recognise that 90 degrees is a quarter circle, and take your 420 and divide it by 4. That would still give you the same answer of 105 people. Not 105 degrees, 105 people, or 105 visitors, however you want to write that. And the final question that we're going to look at from your booklet is how many visitors were coming from Paisley. Again, out of the 420, if I look at my pie chart, Paisley is 120 degrees. So we would be looking to do 120 divided by 360 and to multiply that by 420 by the total number of people. Again, this might come up later on in the course without access to a calculator, so you might want to recognise 120 would be a third of your circle, and do 420 and divide it by 3 to give you an answer of 140 people. And I know this wasn't in the booklet, but I thought I'd look at one other one. Let's look at Erskine, because if we look at the fraction for Erskine, it doesn't tell us any amount of degrees there, so it may come the point where you have to work out how many degrees a particular segment of a pie chart is. And thankfully we see that we've got this nice lovely straight line here, which would give us two right angles, one here and one here. Houston is 60, Erskine is whatever is left inside that right angle, so Erskine would be 30 degrees. Okay, and if you wanted to do that, that's how you would look at finding a missing angle. Just look for right angles, look for straight lines, and look for angles that are going to add up.